Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's daily devotion, which is the second one for this week, and also the second one on our look at the new heavens and the new earth in Revelation 21, verses 1 through to 22 and verse 5. We have been inviting ourselves to live our lives now based on this future reality. The future is an unseen reality, but that doesn't make it any less real. And we need to live our lives in light of it. So what is this future reality that awaits for each of us who know Jesus and belong to him? Well, the future is the new heavens and the new earth summarized by the New Jerusalem. And so it is a city whose architect and builder is God. And think about that for a moment. Hebrews 11 verses 8 to 10 tells us that Abraham was willing to live his life in tents because he got a glimpse of the city, a glimpse of his future reality. And so he made all sorts of sacrifices because he wanted that. And I hope you do too. It's going to be glorious and wonderful. And I just want to take a few moments to talk to you a bit about what will be there. We looked yesterday at what wouldn't be there. But today, what will be there? And the most important thing that will be there is that God will be there. We saw yesterday that the tabernacle wouldn't be there. Why? Because the whole city was filled with God. And one of the great glories of the new covenant is that there is nothing that needs separate us from God. We can be with him and he can be with us. Well, the New Jerusalem is the presence of God. And so there will be nowhere where God won't be. And so you and I will be part of the presence of God. Think about it for a moment. The eternal reality of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit living together in divine love. We get to be part of that. We get to enter into that. We get to live amongst that, with God. There will be nowhere where God won't be. And so we will be with God. That is quite a remarkable thought. I know most people want to go to heaven when they die, but do you want to be with God? Because heaven is where God is, and we get to be with God, and that is the most remarkable thing. That doesn't mean that there won't be any material or earthly stuff. No, it is a physical place as much as a spiritual place. Heaven is the new earth. And it's not otherworldly. It's very much like this world. And as such, you and I will be busy. The things that we are busy with now, imperfectly, we'll get to do perfectly. There will be opportunities to work. There'll be opportunities to play. There'll be opportunities to do all the things that we've done. But we'll get to do them perfectly. So think about that for a moment. Think about the creative juices that God has given you. Think about the creative juices that God has given other people. So can you imagine art done perfectly without any sin? Can you imagine what our houses will look like as they are built for us by perfect builders, having been designed by perfect architects? Can you imagine what sport might look like and how people talented in such ways might operate? Can't wait to see how that's going to work itself out. Can you imagine what technology might look like without there be any dark side or dangerous side to it? We're all going to get to create all of those things all over again. It's going to be quite remarkable. We will get to live, really live. We will be alive like we've never been alive before in the New Jerusalem, because God's life will be amongst us and in us, and we will really get to live. And then, most importantly at all, and I want you to think about this as well, Revelation 22 verse 4 tells us that we will see the face of God. Do you remember the story in the book of Exodus when Moses asked to see the face of God? And God said, no, if you see my glory, you will die. And so God, in a gracious way, enabled him to see his back, to see him as he walked behind him. But none of that will happen in heaven. We will see God face to face. We will talk to him as we talk to a friend. We will be in his presence and we will see him as we see each other. Such is the glory of heaven. Such is the astonishing reality that will be our lives forevermore in the new heaven and the new earth. We need to live our lives now in the light of it. And I hope that you will be able to do that. God bless you.